Welcome to Power Mondays. Blue Mondays are a thing of the past. Your Mondays will never be the same again. We enter our weeks with energy. This is Empowerment Podcast. We are here to empower you, to inspire you, and to equip you. You are chilling with Nompilo Kumede, the Powerhouse. Enjoy the show. Greetings, beautiful people on this beautiful month. This month is so beautiful because we are celebrating women in Zalabantu. That's what we say it in isiZulu, that women are life givers. And it's been such a lovely time this Women's Month, attending virtual conferences. And I'm also hosting my very own virtual conference. Just follow me on my page on Instagram, Nompilo, to get more information about my conference. Today I'm hosting a very beautiful soul. This lady, I've been following her on social media, and I'm so happy that she actually said yes to coming to my show so that I can just have this conversation with her. Her name is Lorraine Sithole, and you're just gonna hear for yourself, guys. She's amazing. She's got a heart of gold, and she's doing wonderful things out there. Lorraine, welcome to Power Monday. Thank you so much for coming to chat with us.
Oh man, greetings everyone. Thank you so much for welcoming me. Thank you so much, Nompilo, for this great opportunity. I'm really so grateful. And once again, it's a Women's Month. Happy Women's Month to everybody. And so I'm so grateful for this opportunity indeed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lo, for coming through. Before we go forward, I'd like to remind you that Empowerment Podcast comes to you every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So we come to you 7 days a week, and we are available on WhatsApp. And our number, if you want to speak to us via WhatsApp, is 065-615-6641. You can give us feedback or maybe some suggestions you may have, or testimonies of things that have happened to you because you're listening. And we're also on YouTube, so you can get this recording as well on YouTube if you prefer it that way. We're also on TikTok. We are on Facebook and Instagram as the Empowerment Podcast. So follow us. We'll try and follow you back. So Lo, thank you so much for agreeing to be our guest today. I'm so excited that I'm gonna get to speak to you. So tell us briefly who Lo Jobe is.
If just briefly about Lorraine. Lorraine is just a loving lady, a caring lady, an encouraging lady, a very friendly woman you can ever see. I'm a bubbly young woman, or I'm a bubbly business woman, and I'm also a pastor.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm a born-again Christian, and at the same time, and who was born in a rural areas in Nongoma by a single parent who has gone to be with the Lord right now. And but I'm married to Mr. Sithole, who is also a pastor and who founder of Discovery Church in Durban. And I also have two beautiful little girls. That's me. Just a brief one.
Thank you so much, Lorraine. I like the part about the bubbly, because I've really noticed that in your personality, you're always happy, and you're also an encourager, hey? I've seen you encouraging people, and you're just so amazing. So Lo, can you just tell us about in your profile, I've seen you on the Industrial Training Center. What do you guys do there? I see you didn't mention that when you're introducing yourself. You are so humble, but I know more than you do.
Yeah, okay, no, I forgot to mention some of the things that I do, because I thought that maybe as we go along, we would unpack those. Yeah. So at Industrial Training Center, and it is owned by 3 people. It's white and an Indian, as well as a black woman. And a black woman, that's me, and I own 75% of shares there. So
wow.
Thank you so much. What Industrial Training Center does, it represents a direct response to the National Development Plan, Vision 2020, in addressing the shortage of technical skills and as well as unemployment and poverty in South Africa. Because, sometimes, when these guys, when they finish in grade 12, others, they cannot afford to go to the tertiaries, to the other in other institutions. And they will look down to themselves and think like, I'm not worthy of anything. My marks were not that good enough for me to go to other institutions. And then when they're looking down to themselves, that they don't know what to do, and then they forget about the skills that God has given them. So that's where we So, and what we do in industrial training, our philosophy is not only to produce a qualified, employable artisans, but also in entrepreneurs and innovators that will meaningfully contribute and come up with those great ideas in order for our economy to grow out there in South Africa as well, and even out of South Africa in the country. That's what Industrial Training Center does. And we also have the programs. Our programs are also registered and they are also accredited in education authorities, such as the Quality Council of for Trade and Occupations, such as then we call it QCITA-O, as well as Department of Higher Education, as we call it DHET, and MSCTA, as well as Construction CETA. And Industrial Training Center as well has become apprentices. So what I was saying is Industrial Training Center has also become the apprentice and short skills and also a trade test center of choice for the past 15 years. So we won't just do the training without coming out with a qualification. So we would give you a training and then you would come out with a certificate with something that you'd go out there and you would be able to be employable. That is why I was saying before that we don't only produce the qualified, employable artisans, but also entrepreneurs and innovators that will contribute and create some great ideas that will make the economy to grow in the country as a whole.
Sure. You guys are doing some great work out there, equipping the youngsters. Do you have the ages of people that can actually join the Industrial Training Center?
Yes, we do have. It starts from just after when you are out from school. We do take guys, then we would look onto the ages. It depends if the person is fit enough to come in. So, but as soon as they come out from grade 12, then we do take them to come to do those skills. And the other thing that I forgot to mention in Industrial Training Center is that QCITA-O trades. We have the electricals, That's what we do. Our trainings, we have electrical, we do diesel mechanics, we do plumbing, and we also do a mechanical fitting. Those are things we offer. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's great. What kind of results would a person need to have in order to be taken?
We just need you to have your grade 12.
You need maths or any subject?
Grade 12 for you would be fine. If you pass your grade 12.
If you pass your grade 12.
If you pass your grade 12, your results, you have your grade 12. Because that is why we're saying other people, they would look down to themselves and say, my results were not good enough for me to do anything. And then you just sit at home and do nothing and feel like now a whole world is just, going down on you, like you're just dead person. No, use your skills. Go out there and use your skills. That's what we...
No, this is so powerful. It's so powerful because it will uplift the economy of the country. And what are the fees? How are the fees like? How much should a person have maybe as a deposit to register?
For now, what we do is we take them through the companies. It depends how other companies have worked with us, because we would do the applications through the departments. So then the departments, they would ask us to look for people that they would pay them a stipend.
Wow.
So then those people would not have to pay anything, because it's the government that would pay for them.
Wow, thank you so much. Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
After that, when they finish the training, they would be placed in the companies where they will be working. They won't just finish the training without having anything to do afterwards, because they would be placed in the working place where they would be working.
Wow, this is so exciting. Towards the end of our show, I'm going to ask you to share your contact details so that our listeners will actually get to follow up and interact with you on how they can get this amazing opportunity. No, there's also something you're involved in, which is Tribe of Judah Plant and Projects. Can you please just tell us what that is all about?
Tribe of Judah Plant and Projects. That one, I will tell you guys, my husband, he just put my head onto it long time ago when it started in 2014. I didn't know anything about it, but when someone would just throw you in the deep end and leave you there, that's how I got to know it. So my husband helped me to build Tribe of Judah Plants and Projects. What we do there, I am 100% owner of it. We do construction, and actually it is just a plant hire. That's what, let me just put it like that. It's a plant hire. At the moment, I have 3 machines. It's a TLB and 2 excavators. I've just let go of my bobcat due to the COVID, because it didn't have any work, and COVID has done so many things to us. So I didn't have, when you need some cash and things, are doing all those things that you won't even understand. So so I would go and knock to the doors to those guys that have contracts, so that they would hire my machines. So that's what I normally do. So I go to the guys that are being awarded some work and ask them to hire out my machines. And also the other thing that I'm branching out to do right now in Tribe of Judah Plants and Projects I'm just branching out now on grass cutting and gardening.
Sure.
Yeah. So at the moment, that's what I am doing. Yeah, in Tribe of Judah.
Lo, you are a very busy woman. How do you balance? Because you mentioned that you have 2 girls and you're married, but you're running different organizations. And how do you balance your life? Like, where do you get the time to do all these things?
It's not an easy task, Nompi, normally what I normally say is it won't be my own strength, but it's only be God who gives you that strength and wisdom at the end of the day, because not every day I would be going to the sites. Not every day I would go to industrial training center because other guys are there doing something. It's just that I need to fully equip myself about what is happening every day, everywhere. If I need to spend 2 hours at industrial training center and then I'll go and do what I need to do and then come back. I need to come back and spend some time with the kids, because sometimes if I need to take the kids to the swimming school, I need to go and do that and give them some time. So that's what I would do. I would have to reschedule my times according to what I need to do, or if I need to go to the sites and check what do I need to do. So I need to, because as what I was saying, I would not do it if God hasn't been by my side.
This is a month for you guys, for you, Lord, to be celebrated, because you're doing so much and you're putting all your heart into it. And it's just so amazing. I'm so encouraged. You're also involved with One Mind, One Heart. Can you please tell us more about that and how we can possibly support?
Yes, thank you so much. One Mind, One Heart, Nompilo. It's something that is so close to my heart so much. It is taken from the book of Nehemiah, chapter 4, verse 6, where it says, when they were building the walls of Jerusalem, they all had mind to build.
Sure.
Paraphrasing this verse. So that's where the One Mind, One Heart it is coming from. When it speaks about the guys when the walls of Jerusalem, when they were down and when they were building them. So that's how One Mind, One Heart started. It started in 2015. And the One Mind, One Heart vision, it is one of the vision that one of those, wow, how am I going to put it? Okay, it is one of those vision that unites the body of Christ. And it also bridges the gap between the older and the young women. And it also encourages and builds the ladies to come together in one accord and in oneness, until the image of God to be formed inside of us and the likeness of Christ. And it also encourages women to support one another, to love one another in spite of, a One Mind. It reminds me in the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 44 and 45, where it says they all had things in common. They were selling their possessions and belongings and distributing, and as they had need, meaning that no one was lacking anything, because they made sure that anyone who was there didn't lack anything, because they were selling each and every single thing, so that each and everyone who was around them would never lack anything. So because they wanted to support one another, and when that word, when it says they all had things in common, so it means that we're all in one accord. So that is basically One Mind, One Heart. And One Mind, One Heart, it also, in 2015, we started a foundation. How foundation it started? It started when we also when we were reading this book in the book of Luke chapter 10, verse from verse 30 to 37, where the Good Samaritan, he was picked up by people. They left him there, and then someone came and that person took care of him. He took him to and he was bounding his wounds, and he cleaned him up. And in verse 37 it says, Jesus said, "You go do likewise," because it was a parable. So that's what we've seen when we were reading this scripture. So One Mind, One Heart has been going out and assisting in the community. We've been assisting those girls who need help. We've been going to the schools and distributing sanitary towels, school uniforms, as per the child's needs. We've been encouraging them career-wise, working together with Bridge, with a company called Bridge, when it comes to the career. So we've been working with a company called Bridge because those are the guys that they've been sponsoring us in terms of the career-wise. How can they help them to apply in the schools after when they need to go to the institutions? So and it's also we also remind them why is important for them to walk in God's ways. And also One Mind has been expanding to help more in old age homes, in children's homes. And so that's what One Mind, One Heart has been doing. So the One Mind, One Heart Nombilo would appreciate the sponsorships in order to help more in the community. That's the only thing that we've been doing. We just want to be there for the community. We want to give back to the community because when we go to the schools, we don't only give them the sanitary towels. We encourage them. We look maybe at the child. We would ask maybe 10 kids that are in need. Then we will dress them up from head to toes with a school uniform. So that's what we do. Make sure that they don't feel left out than the other kids. So that basically the One Mind, One Heart does.
Sure, you are bringing the much needed help, in the schools with the sanitary towels and everything. And it's such a great initiative. Well done again. So since it's Women's Month, what would you share with a woman that needs encouragement? What have you learned so far? Just some words of advice to women out there.
Some words of advice to women there, I would say, I believe so much in building the army of a strong, powerful woman, Nambilo. But before that, it must start within ourselves as individuals. So I would say to any lady out there or any woman out there, be pure at heart. Your motives must be right. Have a teachable spirit. Allow the process to take place. It may not be easy, but when the time is right, it'll happen. Because when the process takes place, it's never a nice thing. I'm reminded when Joseph was going through all what he went through when he saw the dream. If he had seen what he was going to go through before he saw the dream, I don't think that he was going to allow the process. So that is why I'm saying, let us allow the process to take place, because it's only God who knows exactly what we want. So let us always rely on God's direction. Let us allow God to give us wisdom. Let us allow God to give us that knowledge that we need. Every time we face trials in our lives, let's tell ourselves that we will not go down because the work is too great. That's what the guys said when they were building the walls of Jerusalem. Those scriptures, when they continue, it says when they were building the walls of Jerusalem, they used to have a sword this side, and then they would be having a stinner this side. They would be having a stinner this side to build with, and then they would be having a sword this side. So as us as women as well, we'll be having a sword this side, which is the word of God, while we continue to build as women. At the same time, if people would be trying to distract us down there, calling us and making us to stop what we are doing, but we will tell them that, you know what, or anything that is trying to distract us, we will tell them that, you know what, I cannot go down because the work is too great. So that's the attitude that we need as women. We always remember the love that God has for us. So therefore, if we remember that God, the love of God that He has for us, so therefore, let us love everybody. Let's love one another. Let us not judge other people before we even know them. Let us just let God to do His work. Let us let God to judge, because it's not our work to judge. So, but instead, what we need to do, let us be united. Let us become one as women. But before that, be united with yourself first. Have peace within yourself. Be in one mind within yourself first before you go out there. And start and look for a good thing in your sister before you search for a bad thing from your sister. So find a good thing that you would appreciate from your sister first before a bad thing that you look for. Because once we do that, we know that our country would stand still. We'll know that we will be able to do mighty things when we are coming together, when we love one another, when we don't judge one another. But the word of God says, when the righteous is on top, city rejoices. I'm sure the ladies can remember that Esther was able to save her nation, because she had a teachable spirit. She was able to save her nation. So once we also have a teachable spirit as women, we will be able to save our nation. And then we'll stop this thing of competition or anything. Let's just love one another and appreciate one another. And before we look anything that is that why, who's wearing like this, why, and what, and all those, let's just appreciate one another and be united. Thank you so much.
What a mouthful. What a mouthful. I really, really have learned a lot from today's session, and I'm just blown away. What you've just shared is so powerful, and I believe that each and every woman needs to hear this. So to our listeners, just make sure that you share this on your status, on WhatsApp, on all your social media platforms. Just share this, because it's just so powerful, and it's going to help a lot of people. Hello, can you please give us your social media platforms on how we can follow you and get to interact with you?
Okay. Thank you so much. Before I share it, then thank you so much, Nompilo, and also for the listeners. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you to the Power Mondays. Thank you to the podcast, everybody who has given us opportunity to share about the great things, and to the Women's Month, as it's a Women's Month, for allowing us to share what God is doing, everything. We are so grateful. Thank you, Nompilo. You are doing a great work, even you. So we are so grateful. My heart is so thrilled so much. I love you so much, my sissy. My Instagram, on Instagram, I am at low_Sithole. Let me just spell it out. It's LO_Sithole. which is SITHOLE at @Lo_Sithole. On Facebook, I am Lorraine Sithole. On Facebook, Lorraine Sithole. That's about it. LORRAINE Sithole, SITHOLE. Thank you so much, Sis Nompilo.
Thank you so much, Lo. You are such an amazing individual, and I've enjoyed this time. You know, I was taking notes. My notebook is full now. I'm ready to go back and read what you had to share with us. And thank you so much for your time, and keep going, keep doing great. May God richly bless you. Thank you. Have a happy Monday.
Thank you so much. And you too, guys. Have a good one. I love you so much. Keep on doing the great work. We love it, guys.
Okay. Thank you. Have a beautiful Monday.